Welcome back, folks. Dusty Trail Adventures. Today Ben and I are off on a little trip. Packed up the bikes. Ben's on his Aprilia. And I brought the big girl out, 1290. We're currently navigating our way out of Tuareg. We did the blacktop miles down from Perth this morning. Had a bit of a refuel, ate a couple of chips. Crackers a can. As per usual, Ben and I have planned the trip very thoroughly. We may as well just bring a compass for the GPS so but anyway, so far it's looking good.
So right about now we're south of Collie. We've just come into the Preston State Forest and we're meandering our way through some trails that we found, and it looks like they haven't been driven or ridden in quite some time. So yeah, there's quite a bit of ducking and weaving through some low fruit, which we call low branches. Logs, sticks, just all the various trail meander that happens. Ben's out leading, cruising through for the next few minutes in this, and yeah, we'll just keep patching it together and see where we end up.
Kind of following the GPS with our own little spin on it. The good thing about the Montana is it's always going to redirect it. So it was going to take us from Collie to Nannup pretty much on the blacktop all the way. We did the minimise time, minimise distance with the Offroad ATV variant that's programmed in it. So what we've found is a lot of these tracks they won't get picked up, so we just get in the bush, we find stuff, and then the GPS reroutes it all of a sudden finds the road. We don't know if that's the correct way to do it, but it kind of works. And we end up having fun like this. So what are you doing over there, Ben? Yeah, so I haven't been down this bit of the country before, not familiar with it, so good, something different. Why it's called adventure riding. We are making an adventure. Riding like our muscle things on it today. It's all about cruising. It's a destination. No destination today. We stopped when we stopped. We filled up our fuel bladder while we were in Collie, so we have fuel. out so he can hear me when I'm calling out calls. We do have our own little calling system. Ben and I have been riding together for quite some time. We always call out, obviously logs on the road. As you heard before, we do a right around left, a right around right. And we do have a bit of a common theme. When there's been a tree just blasted everywhere, we just call it shit everywhere. So the person up behind knows don't come flying down. Turning right at the creek. And yeah, so basically shit everywhere just means, yeah, slow the hell down. Or you might have a big one. Six on the right. Log protruding left. Yeah, so we make our calls reasonably direct, low fruit right. It just gives the bloke a heads up on who's behind, that's all. So they can actually ride a little bit quicker if they know what's coming. The lead rider pops all the shit. And we'll have a look at the GPS soon because I don't know where we are, but it's good. How you enjoying it, Ben? Alright. And it's right on my Ninja. Well, we found a nice little bit of gold trail. Let's keep this one on the GPS, mate. 6 on the left. Low fruit. 6 on the right. Log protruding left, low fruit, stick high. I mean, I know we can ride over sticks and all that sort of stuff, but if I don't have to, I'm not going to. They flick up and smash into your bike, smash into you. Right around. Definitely into some interesting country. That's for sure. Someone's low fruit.
Pretty much as the title states, this is a bit of a navigation video on how we do it. The audio quality was a bit poor, I had the microphone set up wrong. Basically we use our Garmin Montana as a reference point. We kind of just spear off into the bush and it always is recalibrating, so we'll put a drop pin somewhere or a known destination. Generally we just keep moving drop pins around, that way we just keep finding all these different trails, so it makes it a little bit more adventurous than getting stuck onto gravel roads all the time. I want to try and get onto the twin tracks, and there's some twisty old twin tracks even good. We find a lot of it that hasn't been ridden in a long time or driven on, so yeah, it's good fun.
Ben's a reasonably new rider. He's been riding for close to 2 years now. We'll do a bit of a sit down with him later tonight. And yeah, he pretty much 2 years, Ben? Yeah, 2 years. And never thrown a leg over a motorbike in his life till 2 years ago. So I'd been out of riding for quite some time. I mean, I've had road bikes and various other things. And so I got a DR650 to go on a bit of a play on. And then, because Ben and I rock climb together as well, we basically said, come on Ben, he's like, nah, not interested, not interested. And turns out, Ben ended up with DR650 and became very interested. So, I think it was pretty much his first ride. We rode from Perth to Wave Rock out at Hyde and the Wheat Belt. Did an overnighter, had his swag on the DR650, and he got his first taste. About, he was going to get some hours in, mate. Some hours on the bike. So we did that, and then we did a bit of riding around Perth. So then we thought we'd go tackle a Holland track. So being Ben's the new rider and all, I thought this is great for the thick of it. So what greeted us when we went into the Holland track was someone coming out with a KTM 890, and he pretty much ripped his whole gear lever off. And I think he punctured his case actually in a rut. So then Ben kind of looked at me and we had a laugh. I've never ridden it, so we went and did it, and we pretty much rode from Perth through the Holland track, hit the Holland track, filled up at Hyde, stopped at, I think it was 5:30 that night, and yeah, pretty much we nearly completed it in a day. So it was a massive day. Like, we left home at, yeah, 60k shy of Coolgardie or something. Well, we turned the road to Coolgardie anyway. So big day, camped off the bike, did everything. Pretty good fun. Alright, we're going to do a bit of re-navigating. And as fun as that is to watch, we'll get back to it a bit later.
Right, we're back. Day's riding's done. It was a good day. We found lots of dirt. 5 hours from Collie to Nannup. So we found a mixture of twin trail, gravel roads, getting lost, lots of getting lost, lots of turning around. But that's all the fun of it. That's what makes the GPS just a reference point. Got to fly by your seat of your pants sometimes. Anyway, here's Ben. Ben's a new rider. As I mentioned earlier, we went over a bit how we did the Holland track. And we'll get some thoughts from new riders about how Ben's progression's been over the last couple of years. We'll keep it short and sweet. Ben, welcome.
Hi Mick. How are you?
I'm fantastic, Benjamin.
Excellent.
Give some thoughts on the Tuareg, as we call it, and your riding over the last couple of years.
Yes, well, as you mentioned earlier, we started on the DR650, then decided needed something with a little bit more punch and a bit more first world stuff, you know, that cruise control, a lot to be said for that. Comfort overall. I ended up with probably a Tuareg, basically from lots of shopping around. I've got very short legs, basically, so even with the Tuareg having a low seat height to start with, I had to go a low seat and a lowering of the suspension. But yeah, that's basically why I ended up with 660, and it was the biggest Lambs approved bike, you know, that I could get at the time. So yeah, I guess that's the bike in a nutshell.
So tell us about how you got so many Ks on it and so fast.
Yeah, so racked up the Ks pretty quick. I think I'm up to 25,000 Ks on it after having it for 18 months or something. Big chunk of that, had it for about 500 Ks and rode it all the way to Canberra. So I could buddy up with Mick and do a bit of a trip back. He picked up a bike from Canberra and we rode back via the Flinders Ranges back to Perth. So there was 9,000 Ks straight off the bat in about 10 days. Nothing like a bit of constant bum in seat to get to know your bike.
Yes, and we also did that in August, so it was mighty fresh. It was quite chilly.
Yeah, lots of -4 mornings,
Yes.
especially for myself. But yes.
Yeah, and you had your drone up over the bite, which you got some good image of that as well.
Yeah, we did. Didn't bring the drone this trip, but
No.
we were packing a bit lighter this time, so.
Just on a side note, Ben, I've just noticed that the nature hike has actually made the trip. It hasn't had a sleep on the side of the road.
Excellent.
It is elevated.
It's made it to nature where it belongs.
So yeah, we're camping down near the Blackwood River tonight. Ben, stand up, give us a quick run over your Tuareg, what you've done. Just briefly, run through it. What have you put on it?
All right, what have we done? Seeing as I'm at the back, start at the back. B&D tailplate, that actually lifts up, which is quite a good option for this particular bike to get the seat off, nice and simple. B&D bash plate and aluminium radiator guard as well. What else did we go? We got some, for anyone that's interested in a Tuareg 660, T7 pegs.
And they're the Vanchi ones, aren't they?
Fit perfectly, yep. So, steg pegs, new bars.
The steg pegs are new.
New suspension.
Yes,
Front and rear.
By JMS, our mate Steve. Yep, did a good job on that.
Yeah, I think that's about the bulk of it off the top. You know, obviously some odds and ends for...
That come from the factory like that, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Custom order.
Oh, yeah, and you put the eBay rubber stamps.
Oh, yeah, the tank grips.
You love them, mate?
Yeah, they make a huge difference.
Yep. Yep.
What else we got on here? We got
your levers. You done your levers?
Levers. Just a shorter lever. I didn't like the OEM ones. HBD guards. You know, they're would I go through the hassle of getting them again? No. Even though they are significantly better than what's the one we all use? Barkbusters.
Barkbusters are Serbies, yeah.
The Serbies. But yeah, they only come out of the States. They're a pain to get.
Yep. Ben's also running the Montana, same as what I am. We both got these together. We found, as we mentioned earlier in the video, that pretty much we use the GPS as a reference. We get lost first and let the GPS save us. We find better tracks doing it that way. Yeah. It always happens. We save fuel.
And the mirrors. I got the fold-away mirrors as well.
And the new ones too, the lighter weight arms and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it, eh? Oh, and while we're at it, we'll just come down here to this little gear shift lever, and maybe Ben can give us a bit of a story. What happened when we got to Port Augusta?
Yeah, so...
this is interesting. I've got some pictures. I might even attach the pictures into the video. It's a good story, this one.
So this kid here, anyone that's done a bit of homework on a Tuareg 660, there's a history with those bolts shearing off.
So which bolt is it, Ben? This one here?
Yeah, it's the pivot bolt. And
bolt,
same for the brake pedal, the rear brake pedal on the other side. They're exact same bolt, but yeah, laid it over at a, slow rolling through an intersection in Port Augusta on a Saturday afternoon on our way back from Flinders Ranges. Sheared it off. It's a long way to try and ride in one gear. So, long story short, we found a guy who used to have a bike shop. He let us borrow his workshop.
Yep.
And yeah, managed to do a bit of a bush mechanics repair on it. Yep. Got it back to Perth, and yeah.
We sat at the servo for a while. We were
contemplating the meaning of life.
Yes, sat at the servo for some time, and Mick had his normal 7 meals all at once. And yeah, asking people if they knew anyone in town and asking locals, and we kind of just got the old, So anyway, we got a dingy motel room. We put both the bikes in the room as well for the night. So we had a camp-free night that one. It was just another funny story that you have when you're out on an adventure, really. It's a shenanigan.
It's not adventuring if it you don't get stuck into that 30% of what goes wrong.
So we're running the G&L bags as well, the Coyotes. That come off pretty much when we seen an Adam Reedman video a couple of years ago and how he stuffed all his shit in there, and we were like, yep, that's the go. Real compact and easy, so yeah.